all I'm dreaming of. Believe me, I don't set the world on fire. I just want a flame in your heart.
Police reported ahead.
God damn it.
Texas, because the meatpacking group, they unionized in Texas. They, fuck it, we're not going to sell meat anymore in Texas. That's how we'll fuck over the union. So, but we got to figure out a way to get unions in there. There's another thing, you know, Teddy Roosevelt was a trust buster, he was a monopoly buster. You know, 50% of all online purchases go through Amazon.com in the United States.
50%?
Yeah. You know, 51% of households in America have Amazon Prime. Only 49% have a landline. So more people have Amazon Prime in the United States than have a fucking landline. So
what? Is that real?
Mm-hmm. So Teddy Roosevelt would come along and go, we got to break this company up.
Wow.
He would say this is, but first of all, Jeff Bezos, because he owns the paper, Trump was right when he said he's there to get the tax in his favor, because he was able to go around and hollow out economies of Main Street, little small towns all around, because he didn't have to pay taxes, the income tax and for Amazon, and so the brick and mortar places did. He closed them down by undercutting them, right? And now he's opening up brick and mortar stores. He closed down all the Barnes and Nobles and the Borders books, and now he's opening up Amazon bookstores. Did you know that?
No.
Yes.
Amazon.
So
bookstore.
64%.
64.
There you go.
64.
It's even up higher than from when I looked.
Have Amazon Prime. Now, how many of those people use it for television? This is my question, because I know that Amazon started to make apparently some very good shows, but I don't hear anybody talking about watching them. Like, apparently Billy Bob Thornton has a really good show on Amazon. And I know there was that Jeffrey Tambor show that got tanked. Do you know that's an interesting Me Too story? The Jeffrey Tambor one,
because he's playing a transvestite or
transgender person, and there was people, and he's not transgender, and there's people on the show apparently that were very upset that a non-transgender person was playing a transgender person.
Well, it's acting.
Yeah. Well, they didn't like that, and there was a lot of internal dispute because of that, which may or may not have led to the accusations.
I used to be much harder. I used to be harder on transgender. When I say harder on transgender, I mean a boner. No, I mean when I used to make jokes about them because I didn't understand.
Right.
I didn't understand it was a real thing. I thought it was just guys fucking having fun. I didn't-
Right. Well, some of
I was
it
like,
is.
we all like to fucking feel a little weird or whatever. I go, but you know, I don't go out in public.
Right.
And so, but then I realized this is an actual thing with a lot of people, that they're actually born to have the different feeling than they're outside.
Yeah.
Then I realized it was a thing, and so now I don't do that anymore.
It's gender dysmorphia. You know, there's definitely people that have issues in their mind where they wish that they were a different thing than what they are. I think the thing that concerns me more about transgender people than anything is this acceptance of using hormone blockers for young children. And I just think that is fucking insane. And this is something that the liberal progressives are pushing at an alarming rate. It's a terrifying idea. There's plenty of discussion about this online. There's plenty of people that think that age 6 is a fine year to start this. Yeah, we've had people on the podcast who infiltrated this transgender group, and we're talking about their kid. Their kid identifies with a girl, but the kid is 6, is too young to start. And then they were
My
saying
knee-jerk
no,
is it's
no.
too young.
They were saying no, it's not. It's studies show that's
Studies?
a good time. They're just horseshitting. They want more people to do it so that they feel better.
Okay.
You ever met a married guy that wants you to get married? Because they're fucking miserable as
Yes.
shit. I don't want to call anybody out, but famous guy. Have a conversation with a famous guy. He's telling me how great it is to be married.
Mel
because-
Gibson?
Because his wife yells at him, tells him what to do, and all this shit, and he gets things done this way. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's now divorced. I'm married. Okay, this is many years ago. This guy was fucking miserable, but he was trying to tell me that it's a good thing to be married because when you're married, you have to answer to someone that someone tells you what to do. I go, what? He was telling me that his wife calls him a fucking asshole and it makes him more. I go, no, my friends don't call me an asshole. Why? Unless if one of my friends calls me a fucking asshole, I've made a huge mistake.
That's like living married to your football coach.
Yeah,
who wants
right, right.
Who wants to do that?
Fucking throwing buckets of Gatorade on your head. Like, the whole thing was ridiculous, but it was literally, there's a misery loves company thing that happens. So
like-
people who are married want you to be married too. Now, I'm not saying that's absolutely what's going on with people who are transgender, but they're most certainly in support of more people doing it. And I don't know if that is why they would lean towards having 6-year-olds take hormone blockers, but if you criticize that in any way, you are thought to be transphobic. And this is a real issue today, where people are bringing this up over and over again. I don't know why anyone would think that it's a good idea to take a 6-year-old and put them on hormone blockers when they don't know what the fuck is going on with the world. Their body is changing. They're going through all this growth and development. And for you to chemically hijack that for an ideology seems to me, as an outsider, to be fucking insane. But to talk about it, you run the risk of being thought of as being transphobic. It's a very strange time to discuss things because you can't have an opinion about it because, oh, you're a cisgendered white man with all sorts of privilege. Look at you, you macho piece of shit.
Yeah, people like to, or they'll say you're mansplaining.
Exactly.
It's like, well, I'm a guy and I have an opinion, so I'm not allowed to have that opinion ever. I mean, I understand there's a time and a place to say mansplaining, but
Sure. But I don't think there is.
But
There's
like,
a time
well, if
and a
I'm-
place to say that someone's talking down to people. If
Yes.
they happen to be a man, that's fine.
Yes.
But the problem with the term mansplaining is
Then you're not allowed to
anytime
have
a man is correct, if a woman is saying something that's incorrect and a man corrects her, he's mansplaining.
yeah.
Well, that's ridiculous.
So that's what it's said. That too often it's turned into that. Just like I
Yeah.
said, the hashtag Me Too. We're all against sexual harassment at
course.
work, but we're not for Puritanism.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's when people hijacking certain things.
But I
like-
think that what's going on with hashtag Me Too and a lot of things in this society is we're undergoing a radical cultural change, and it's brought about by information. I think we are way more aware of each other's feelings, way more aware of what's okay, way more aware of what we're willing to tolerate and what we're not willing to tolerate. And if you go back to the 1930s and the 1940s and watch old films where people would smack the shit out of women and rape them and do all kinds of crazy stuff, and it was thought to be normal. Those are the heroes. The
Yeah,
heroes would
remember
backhand
that?
a woman right across
John
the face.
Wayne.
Yes!
John Wayne would do that. Remember when he? How about what's the guy? I forget his name. But he took the grapefruit right in her
Oh,
face.
yeah, yeah.
What was
Normal.
that? What was that guy?
Was that John Wayne or was that...
No, that's the short guy.
yeah. Fuck.
Oh, I can't think.
Mickey Rooney.
No, the other short guy.
Was it? No, Jim Cagney.
James Cagney.
Cagney, yes.
I can't believe I
yes.
couldn't think of his name.